Hello, my friends, my dolphin deer friends. That's interesting, right? We're starting off with water and earth. So, dolphin, innately intelligent, healer, light, blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. Honestly, I'm getting that butterfly thing, about the flap of the butterfly's wings changing the weather on the other side of the world. So something seemingly small and insignificant. You have this chain card here too, so this is a chain of events that will affect your life. So something is happening somewhere far away that is having a profound impact on you. All right. Okay. When in balance, active healers, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates their own power. To bring into balance, like-minded spirits. I'm also getting a sense of lightness, maybe playfulness, not taking things too seriously. Let's see how that plays out with the deer. Of course, water would be emotions, and earth is material concerns, material reality. So deer, loving, intuitive, graceful, nurturing. The deer represents the nurturing aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. Unfortunately, this is a very idealized vision of new parenthood. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. Remember, those are strengths. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, concerned, protective. To bring into balance, nature and children. I'm getting playfulness. Actually, I'm getting playfulness from both of these cards. I'm not sure why. That's just what's coming to my mind. Okay, let's take a look at your tea leaf cards that will help you determine whether or not this is your reading. We have 4-leaf clover, great good fortune, and dog, a protection from a powerful friend. All right, we have chain of events, which I talked about a little bit, something happening somewhere else that will change the course of your life. Possibly a very small thing. That's just going to have like a domino effect. Then we have October. This may be an important month for you already, or maybe there's something coming up in the month of October. Should be something you already know about. We have news is on the way, and pay attention to your health. Okay. You do have great good fortune, but I would still be careful with your health. Okay, now then. Let's see what your tarot has to say. I haven't done the animal tarot in a while. Let's see what comes out. Everything comes out. Okay. Maybe it's mad at me for not using it for a while. There we go. I'm kidding, of course. Four of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Two of Wands in the upright. And the High Priestess. Now we have Strength in reverse. And the World. And the Three of Wands. I'm not sure these are supposed to be upright. They might be more of a sideways kind of thing. This deck is really giving me a hard time today. Wow, okay. Let's see what we've got. So, Four of Cups in reverse. So, Four of Cups in the upright is can refer to meditation. It can refer to clearing your mind because there's something you are not seeing. Something wonderful, something, a gift from the universe. Something you already have, maybe. And then we have the Ace of Cups, also in reverse, so your heart chakra is not open at all. Two of Wands in the upright. And this is, again, it can be perhaps strategizing when perhaps something more receptive is in order. Opening your mind, again, this opening your mind idea, and allowing yourself to receive information, to allow yourself to more fully connect to the divine. We have Strength in reverse. That's very unfortunate. So Strength in the upright is about, well, a lot of the things we already talked about in regard to the deer and possibly the dolphin as well. So being compassionate, being a good listener, being sensitive like the dolphin, being aware and responsive, not reactive, but responsive. Now, the World and the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about an awareness of possibilities, of being able to stand on a hillside and look out and see all kinds of wonderful possibilities laid out before you. Inspiration and creativity. A willingness to have your fire lit and to go and create and do. This might have been more in a crossing position, a sideways. Not upright, not reversed. So, I'm trying to be optimistic here with the Three of Wands in the upright and the World in the upright, because I think that also came out in more of a crossing position. So the World is the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new one. It is a time of, or it can represent the beginning of a time of integration. So stillness, limbo. You're not, the chapter is ending or ended, and there is success. But the new chapter is not yet come into being, which can be very disorienting. You might feel like you're just floating in nothingness. And you can either panic about it or let yourself float. You think of it like water. There's nothing for you to do. But having it in the crossing position, I think there's some discomfort with that, especially with this top row here. With this closed heart, this tendency towards strategizing, planning, when you should be receptive and open-minded and seeking simply to allow a stronger connection to the divine and allowing yourself to be nurturing and in touch with your own feelings and those of others. Be fully present, calm. A situation that calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. But I don't think you're in that frame of mind. So these two, I think, depend on that. On that, changing the strength card around. Finding the security and the willingness to be not in control. To connect with the divine and your own heart. Allow things to be as they are. And respond rather than react. Respond with compassion, with sensitivity and awareness of others. And that is probably what will help you to either close the chapter or end the limbo. All right, what does the universe want to say to you? Okay. Be a maverick. That's usually appealing, at least to people in the U.S. To be that cowboy who is willing to be independent, to be an independent thinker, not necessarily follow the rules all the time. But are you acting from a centered meditative place, right on top of the Four of Cups? And boomerang, recovery, return of what's yours. Right now, perhaps a loose cannon. Perhaps what's returning is this state of balance, being centered. Integrate opposing forces. And these opposing forces are within yourself. So we have doorbell, welcome, alert, arrival, announce, opportunity knocks, return. This is return too. And overflowing abundance and a release. Let it go. Fulfillment, release, tears of joy. Alchemy. Something is being transformed from one thing into another. And that can be a very challenging experience. Not necessarily a peaceful one or a pleasant one. Very disorienting, I think. This compassion is very, very needed. It may be compassion for yourself more than anyone else. Okay. We do have good luck, which you also had in your tea leaf cards. And we have illumination, self-discovery, soul spark, light codes, creative spark. A lot of creativity in this reading. Also steering clear, in control, chart your course, freedom, self-determination. You may need to go through a period of being a bit rebellious, being that cowboy who just wants to do what they want to do. But you do have to eventually come back into center. so that all of this may happen as well. This is only one phase. If you took on too much responsibility too early in life, you may have more need of that. And allow yourself to go through that phase, but don't stay there, okay? So we do have luck, happy coincidence, a fling, good fortune, carefree, a reward. Definitely that reward thing is coming up for you a lot, that good luck. But what is that good luck? It might not be physical, because we're also getting a lot about self-discovery, emotional release, alchemy. Something is being transmuted into something else. You're exploring yourself, or you will be. Self-determination. I think whole new aspects of yourself are about to open up. Maybe you finished your wild cowboy phase already. Let's see what the Shaman Oracle has to say to you. If I can get it open. There we go. The Vision Quest. Maybe you are on a vision quest, or about to be. All right, number 60. Is this the last one in the book? No. Okay. Not the last one. Pretty close, though. The Vision Quest, the essence. In the Vision Quest, you face your fear, embrace your mortality, and then meet face to face with spirit. When we feel stagnant, a Vision Quest brings our lives into perspective. We realize our flaws, our potential, and the opportunities life is now offering us. We remain on a Vision Quest until we find the key to open a new door or write a new chapter. You get the chapter, world card. Okay. Okay. The invitation. Find clarity by spending time alone in nature. If you live in a city, go for walks in a park. If you live in the country, make sure that you spend time outside in contemplation. Get off the couch, get away from your desk, go outside. Spirit helps those who help themselves. So set your intention and ask nature for a guiding vision for your life. The medicine. Spirit has been trying to contact you but received no answer. You are too busy with your life, and there is too much noise inside your head. Do not miss the call again. Make room for quiet time this evening. Allow yourself to become bored for a little while, and you'll be able to hear the important message trying to get through. Boredom is highly underrated. It can be an important stage in creativity, actually. So I would take that seriously. All right. I think that will do it. I am wishing you all the best. It's quite a journey, but it's worth it. Until next time.